best way to disrupt a game, but can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
And that one is lifted in the air. 2 down.
Batting third, the designated
2
hitter,
outs, base is empty. Manny Machado, the next up for the Padres. He swings and fouls one off. The wind of the pitch. And Manny gets a piece. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 outs. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and that is that. Padres go down quietly, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
There's a swing and a drive. That's going back. Back to more. Bangs off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Put a great swing on that pitch to deep center field, and we knew it was going to be close, but just not quite enough. And I'm sure a few of his teammates might be yelling weight room at him right now, but he should definitely feel good about that one.
Now it's going to be Brad Keller. Swing and a miss, blew it by him at 99. Happ leads off second with nobody out. This one in the air, right field. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Well done, drives in the run. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Kyle Tucker. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
Runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And a swing and a miss down on strikes, and that's the first out.
Well, they didn't want to go after him with the fastball at all, and that at bat, nothing but off-speed stuff. Even with all the changeups coming, somehow he was still early on the swing. So I think he had to be thinking it was only a matter of time until he saw some heat.
Here's Justin Turner. On the ground to short. Safe at first. As they can't make the play.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
2 on, 1 out. And here comes Dansby Swanson. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Two on, 1 out. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 1 out. Runners at first and second.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Struck him out swinging. The high heat, too much on that one.
With that kind of velocity and elevated
That is
fastball,
it.
even
The
if
second
it's
baseman.
still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
So here's Horner now. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. The run scores from first, extending their lead.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Ben Brown, looking for a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position. Swing and a miss, strike one.
No ball, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. So remaining in the game defensively, Ben Brown. He'll be out in center now after pinch hitting.
Number 32.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Swanson. And there's one away.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
There's a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter. Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
And here is Xander Bogaerts. And a base hit. And that extends the inning. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. That one out to right. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Padres lead 1. They trail it here 3-0. Bottom of the second.
Leading off
Now,
for
Matt
the Cubs,
Shaw.
the third baseman, Matt Shaw.
Cease back to work. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be. because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Swings through it for the K. Maldonado to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move.
Pitching for
Jason Adams gets the call from the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Swing and a miss.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Intentional walk coming here. They put him on board, and with 2 outs, they'll go after the next batter. 2 outs, runner at first. Brad Keller, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Pinch hitter coming on, Porter Hodge. The runner on first with 2 gone for him. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Flails at that one. It's a strikeout. Cubs leave 1. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Now the third baseman, Jose Iglesias. And a foul ball. Shota measures 5 feet 10 inches, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
That was pretty nasty.
You know, splitters aren't thrown by a ton of pitchers, and one of the main reasons is that they're difficult to control, and not many guys can spot them consistently where they want to, but he's one of those exceptions. He's found a way to corral a split, and he can place it on a dime just like he did right there.
1 down, base is empty. And it's even up.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Swings and misses at 1 down below the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Tatis at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. That's towards center. And that is that. Bottom of the inning. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
For the Cubs, the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Late on that fastball.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
King Tuck goes down on strikes.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs,
The first
all
baseman,
strikes.
number 3.
He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Hit hard on the ground to short. And no throw for some reason as he reaches first. That's got to be an error. 1 down. Dansby Swanson stands in. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Gets him to chase after that one.
No ball.
Belly just
1
threw that
strike.
fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that
No
time.
2 strike.
Turner at first, 1 gone. Odd choice here. They intentionally walk him, and the runner now into scoring position.
Now
Here's
batting,
Nico Horner.
the second
He
baseman,
drove it 2 with a double his first time up.
Horner.
And there's a foul ball. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the last half of the third. Now he steps out as time is granted. The 0-2. Swings and misses. And he's registered 3. K's in this one. Now at the plate, Ben Brown. A very surprising intentional walk here from the dugout. That loads the bases. Here's the third baseman, Matt Shaw. He's 0 for 1. Here comes the manager out of
Pitching for
so they turn things over to the righty. Jeremiah Estrada. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Estrada.
Base hit center field. 1 runs in. Ball comes in. Run. Stops at third. Bases still loaded with 2 out. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that one gets past the catcher. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Popped up. Bogarts has a beat on it.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Shaw, the runner at third. Kelly on at second with 2 down. That one is upstairs. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
1 and 2.
Boom. That's cheddar, baby.
And that one got a piece of him.
Thank you, baby.
He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. So they're all loaded up. Next is the designated hitter, Porter Hodge. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
No ball.
Estrada,
1 strike.
he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Got the bat going too soon. Strike 2.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. So they get 3 runs in the inning. Out of the 4th, and now the first baseman, Luis Arraez. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Swanson makes the call and the grab. 1 away. Now here is Jackson Merrill. Line drive. And a lunging grab. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third. Coming home. He will score.
The batter number 9, second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
2 down, bases empty. Stepping in for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Cubs 6 and the Padres 1. Bottom 4, and now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
The right fielder.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Late on that fastball.
No ball.
Not a lot of people
1 strike.
know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in L.A. called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Now it's Justin Turner. 0 for 2 in this one. So man aboard. Swanson digs in. Odd choice here. They intentionally walk him, and the runner now into scoring position.
Number 2.
First and second, 1 out. Nico Hoerner, the next Cub to hit. Drove in 2 runs on a double back in the first. He's 1 for 2. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And it stays fair. Turner in to score. It's 7-1. Plays the play, and they cut him down.
He comes up firing, and there was an anticipation and kind of an excitement when the ball went in his direction that he was going to have an opportunity to throw somebody out. And that's the attitude that aggressive and good outfielders have.
Brown, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We played 4. It's the Cubs 7 and the Padres 1. We go to the top of the 5th. Now here is Xander Bogaerts.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
0-1. Fastball for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Turner makes the play. 1 up, 1 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And the batter now, Gavin Sheets. That one pushed to the left and foul. Shota ready to fire now. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out. Next for the Padres, Jose Iglesias.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Line drive, base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away. Martin Maldonado up to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. On the ground to the left. Shaw tags the runner for 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. 1 left for San Diego. They're down 7-1. Here at Wrigley Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the third baseman, Matt Shaw. Estrada back to work. Swing and a miss at 99 miles an hour. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Kyle Hart appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Matsui also throwing. That one way inside.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
One and 2 here. 99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Fastball is outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2. Swing and a high fly ball to left. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Here's the left fielder, Ian Happ. Former first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati. Grew up in Pittsburgh.
0-1.
Kelly, the runner at second with one away. That one ran inside, almost got him. One out and a runner at second. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Late with the swing there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun. One left for the Cubs, and they're on top 7-1. Back here at the friendly confines. Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. So they turn to their closer, Ryan Presley.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That's out to center field. Brown sizing this one up. He's got it, and there's one down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And first offering is fouled off. Line drive. And he takes it himself for the out. Two outs, base is empty. Here's Manny Machado now. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Presley, 36 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
He makes the grab, and that is that. One hit, one left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Cubs 7 and the Padres 1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Kyle Hart.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. And a swing and a miss. Bullpen action for the Padres. Nick Pivetta preparing to come on if needed. Jacob getting cranked up as well. Swings and misses. 0-2 now.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Line drive caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a
The
line
first
drive that
baseman,
finds a
number
glove,
3,
but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Handles, throws to first. Turner is out.
Hey,
The
man,
batter,
4
number
pitches,
7.
2 outs. That is an
Shortstop,
excellent pace.
Swanson.
2 down, base is empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. Hard hit left side. Jumps, throws, and very nicely done for the out.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah.
Man at first. Here's Xander Bogaerts. 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. So man aboard, Gavin Sheets. The next up for the Padres. And first offering is fouled off. Cronenworth, the base runner at first with 1 out. Next offering is in for a strike. And they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that'll get down for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Back to the mound. It hit him. Runner from third comes across. It's an RBI single. It's 7-2. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. 2 aboard, 2 outs. In the air to left center. Happ on the move to the alley. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. 2 men left. Back here at Wrigley Field, Nico Hoerner will come up to hit. Foul ball there. To center field. That one gets down for a hit. Now he'll turn for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
And here is Ben Brown. Strike one.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Got him. And one away in the bottom of the seventh.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly
The
up
third
and out of the
baseman,
strike
number
zone, but
6.
that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Carson Kelly. And that is out of play. Runners at first and second with one gone. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with one away.
Back-to-back singles. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Happ now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
One strike.
That one almost got him.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. His second of the year, a 4 spot on the board. It's 11-2.
You know, more than 100 grand slams are hit every season in baseball, but they're still exciting every single time. So a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Kyle Hart will depart, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Nick Pivetta.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Time asked for at the plate, and he gets it. That's off the mark. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt. I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And he's safe at first.
Some strange defense there.
And it'll bring up
The
Justin
first baseman,
Turner.
number 3.
0 for 3 in this one.
Turner.
And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one.
0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two outs. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. A grand slam in the inning for the Cubs. 8th inning coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We're at the top of the 8th, so digging in now for San Diego, Luis Arias.
Luis Arias.
Short hop liner, handled it short. Swanson fires over to
he's out.
first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. And now it's Manny Machado. Swing and a base hit. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out. Next up is the cleanup spot for the Padres. Jackson Merrill. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Brown hauls it in, 2 away. So man aboard. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Fought off foul. Swing and a foul out of play. Machado off of first with 2 away. Right through there. Got him. 3rd out. Padres leave 1. That won't help much. It's 11-2. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now it's Dansby Swanson. Pivetta back to work. Swing and a miss. Going
No
along.
ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Maldonado to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
0-1.
Corner. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Cut on and miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Ben Brown now at the plate. Late on that fastball.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start.
They go with the intentional walk, so he's on first with 2 out.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find.
Odd choice here. They intentionally walk him, and the runner now into scoring position. First and second. A very surprising intentional walk here from the dugout. That loads the bases.
The left fielder,
And
number 8.
half up to hit.
Ian.
He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Fouled off left side. Foul ball, still 0-2. Bases loaded, 2 down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one almost got him. Now a very curious choice. They're signaling for the intentional walk with the bases loaded. And that brings home a run. 2 outs, bases full. Now it's the DH, Porter Hodge. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. And a swing and a miss. They limit the damage here. And we're back. We go to the 9th. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Xander Bogaerts. Back up the middle and a base hit. Gavin Sheets, the next up for the Padres. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Struck him out looking.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run.
Off balance feed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Up next,
so they're down to their final out. Here's the catcher, Martin Maldonado. That one is absolutely belted. And there's a hit. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. Safe. It's 12-3. In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. That's in there. And that's strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Presley is just 1 strike away. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Cubs take this one in a blowout.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
And your final, 12-3. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton.
It's true, but young man, I was new and I was green. Been a long time spent when you're hustling for rent. Gone up looking like me. Been in someone's love, someone's other love. My mother was a son. I've been a man without a plan. Just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I've folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun. Now letting me the keys to the kingdom. Tie my laces, I scale the mountains, I sail the sea, and all that searching led back to me. Then someone's love, someone's other love. My mother was a son. I did a man, the man without a plan. Just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I folded.
into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Washington Nationals. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. And on the hill, the big righty, Jake Irvin. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup move. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Torey Lovullo. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what you're...
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. No scores. We head to the bottom of the first. Back here in Nationals Park. And on the mound in this one, Merrill Kelly. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, his main pitch is that cutter, and he will use it to jam guys, especially opposite-handed matchups. And then, you know, same-handed matchups, just trying to miss the barrel of the bat. He's just got to make sure that he doesn't start it over the heart of the plate, because then it can go right into the sweet spot of the bat. When it's right, it's got late horizontal movement, so he still has to mix in his other offerings. He can't just rely on that cutter, otherwise hitters will start diving at it.
Kicks and fires. Almost got him.
1 strike.
And he grounds one to the right side. Hampson. And he'll be safe at first.
Batting second. Second baseman.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario.
Rosario.
He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Abrams gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Little chopper rolls foul. Man at first, one away. Odd choice. Here, they intentionally walk him, and the runner now into scoring position.
Batting fourth, left fielder.
James Wood getting ready to hit. And that one fouled off. Runners at first and second with one gone. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
0-2.
Oh, 2 now. Got him. 2 out. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Line drive, and that's a base hit out of the left center field. Thomas quickly gets it back in as the go-ahead runner pulls up at third. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. And fouled off. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Ripped, but it curls foul. Call from the dugout, and it's an intentional walk. That brings in a run. Next to hit for the Nats, Alex Call. And there's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Two outs. And that's
Off the plate, ball one.
The inside edge. And 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball,
2
outs.
Strikes. Bases are full. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Up the middle. Perdomo. They score a run thanks to the infield single.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching, but you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.